Hey, what's up, my fishing friends? Welcome back to my channel, CeeLo's Fishing, the best channel as always. I'm a little biased, can you guys tell that? Anyways, today is extremely cold this morning. At least for down here, it's pretty cold. It is sitting right at 34 degrees this morning. But I'm headed over to pick my younger cousin up, and we are going to go and fish that pond that we fished before, that private pond. So I'm like 4 minutes away from his house. We're gonna pick him up, head over there. Alright guys, so we finally made it out here. Got my rods kind of laying on here on the ground. Got all of our tackle in the back over here. My cousin's already fishing over there on the deep end. But this is kind of what I got going on. Show you guys. First off, I'll make a nice long cast, pretty much all the way across the pond, and I'm just reeling it in. Now I just swapped my line over to 12-pound fluorocarbon last night. So hopefully, already here I know that this here is probably not going to be the best option just because it's digging so deep, but let's give it a couple more casts. If keeps doing the same, I'm just going to go ahead and pick up the glide bait. I'm going to throw the glide bait around for a while, a couple casts too, but just because I want to catch something on the glide bait. I don't know if I will, but I really want to, so fling it out there, do a little bit. Holy crap, my hands are starting to freeze. And then I'm just slowly bringing it along, letting it swim. This pond here is probably the perfect pond for me to practice with this glide bait, just because the it's not so big. It's got tons of grass, just kind of the way that it swims it. So I'm trying to practice. Now somewhere in front of me there's like a drop off. Just throw it out there and let the drop shot, you kind of just dead stick it, man.
Just leave it?
Yeah.
And then just like little...
Barely any twitches. The worm will do its work for you if you want to try that drop shot rod.
It's cold. What's up, dude?
It is cold. You'll probably get something on that though. It's real finesse. I'm just throwing this big giant bait around for a little bit. It's extremely cold. Like, this wind is making it very, very cold, guys. Hopefully, this is deep diving jerk bait, so hopefully I don't freaking get it too crazy. But I re-spooled this too. Obviously you guys can tell that it's not spooled so freaking good, because now I have all this giant backlash that I have to clean out of here. So let's try to get it out. He just caught one on the freaking drop shot. I got one, guys. I got one on the jerkbait, guys. Woohoo! That jerkbait, my guy. Huh?
It's hard to reel with the lid. With my right.
Alright guys, so we just doubled up. If I can get this dang hook out of his mouth. But there you guys go. about the same size almost. Yours is a little bit bigger. But check that out, guys, just to show you guys that you can catch fish when it's cold, right? I told you that you could catch fish when it's cold. So he was asking me last night, you think we'll catch anything? I told him there's so many techniques, and that's just kind of showing him that there's so many other ways to catch them. But as you guys can tell, this guy here on this jerkbait, I mean, he ate it first hook first, as you can tell. So now I just need to take it out of his mouth. They're very cold fish, guys. But we each got on one. Let's do a fish bump, bro. There you go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and release them here. 2 different techniques for cold water: drop shot and the jerkbait. Ready, go. So, jerkbait and the drop shot are working. Something about these techniques the fish just love in the cold weather. Now, like I said, you got to try to dress warm and everything, because let me tell you guys, it could be miserable if you're not comfortable, but it could really be rewarding, guys. Like I said, those 2 fish weren't small, but they weren't that big either. So I'm just gonna sit here. Now I know there's a lot of grass over here and down in this area. That's kind of the only reason that I'm trying to stay over here where there's not that much grass, and just let this jerkbait do the drawing power for it, guys. So all right, guys, let's see if we can't get a real deep one in here. I know it's like a deep cut right here. Oh my Lord. Dang it. I caught a turtle. Damn. Poor guy. Let's go ahead and go here and see if David can't help me out. Get my hook removers and get out of this poor turtle. I'm sorry, buddy. Alright, guys, so just so you guys know, these hooks are very sticky, and the back hook accidentally hooked this poor turtle's arm. I know I hurried up to try to get him to move, so let me go ahead and put it down real quick and release her back in the water right here, guys. There you go, buddy. Get out of here and stop messing with jerk baits. Alright, guys, now that I released the dang poor turtle, I feel kind of bad. I'm gonna cast over here. I know somewhere in this corner there's like 2 spots where it dips down really good, and the water level actually rose, so I'm gonna throw around a jerk bait right in here and see if we can't snag a nice little fat Sally. There you go. Oh, that's a big one. David, hurry! I got a big one! Woo! Yeah, buddy. Right where I told you that they would be. Look at that hook set, guys. Oh, I'm stoked. This fish here definitely probably beats my PB. I need to grab my scale. Needs to be bigger than a 4.6. He's definitely long. I don't know if he's going to be the correct weight that I need. So there's the pounds. It's zeroed out. Go ahead and hook the fat Sally right up in here. Is that pretty good? Yeah, let it go.
There's slime.
There you guys go. Not a 4.6, guys. 2.20. It's definitely got the length. I just don't think it's fat enough. So let's go ahead and release it. Just putting her back nice and gentle. When the water's cold, girl. She'll be fine. That was perfect. All right, let's pick. I'm gonna cast over there, and I'm just gonna
Right?
twitch it back towards me.
Try taking that out. Nice and frozen. So calm over. It's like cold.
It's not that cold over there, huh? Probably gonna stand on the dam with you in a little bit. All right, but it's an easy one.
Nah.
Nice fish.
Play it old.
Nice fish, guys. Check them out. Well, I gotta go back to the car because I gotta change a battery. So I'll grab those hook removers just in case. Heck yeah, dude. Jeez, guys, it's extremely cold out here, and I'm out here trying to cast a freaking fly rod against the wind, and it is not helping me out, guys. The wind wants to take it naturally over to the left or to my right, so it's not helping me out at all. So I'm just kind of probably about to go put this up and get something where I can cast it a little bit better. And all that's crazy with the way this wind is working it. I'm just gonna sit here, cast this drop shot into his pocket a little bit, see if I can't work it slow enough to get them to bite. But we've been out here putting a hurting on them, guys. We really have. For a cold day like this, managed to pull 4 fish total. I honestly say we had a pretty damn good day. There we go. I had a little bite. That was definitely a bite. That's definitely a bite, guys. There you go. On the drop shot. There you go, guys. It's a tiny bite. I told you guys we'd be holding here. So check that little hook sit out right here, and the freaking worm is in its mouth, completely engulfed. So I'm gonna take that drop shot out. Not a big fish, but a fish. So number 3 for us today. Let's fix this drop shot. All right, guys, so we're getting the heck out of here. The wind started blowing harder, and it just got cold, honestly. We were here for a couple hours, though. We got here, what, like, I want to say almost 10. It's like 9:30, and it's about 1 o'clock. I landed a total 3 fish, and my cousin David, he landed 2. Most of those fish came on the jerk bait, so it just tells me that they were on that reaction strike. And not only that, it was really cold, so those fish are lethargic, so it's kind of cool that we managed to get them to react to those baits like that. But then, actually, what did you catch? You caught one on the drop shot, right? So he caught one on the drop shot, and I caught another one on the drop shot. My last fish came off of the drop shot, too. So there's 2 techniques that we just used there that you guys can use in cold weather. You can either use reaction strike, which pretty much anything reaction style would work, but we were using the jerk baits this time around. I like using jerk baits in the cold, rattle traps, or lipless crankbaits. I call them all rattle traps just because that's what I used to use a long time ago. And then you can use flat-sided square bills. Pretty much anything that has a tight wobble you can use. You can use whatever, honestly, but those things right there seem to work better for me. The jerk bait that I was using today was the one that I used yesterday at Marine Creek. I had no luck with it, so that's why I wanted to use it today, and I managed to catch 2. And my biggest fish came with that jerk bait there. So there's always things you can do, either slowing down a lot or trying to get a reaction strike out of them. Today we used a combination of 2 things. We used finesse with a drop shot, and we used the jerk bait, which is a reaction style bait, but we were also varying the speed of the way we were retrieving that bait, trying to get the right speed for them fish. But nonetheless, total of 5 fish between both of us is great for a cold day like this. So thank you guys again for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below what I should be doing better with that fly rod, because as you guys could tell, I was freaking horrible with that fly rod today with that wind. I don't know if it's just because I don't know how to use it, or I practice a lot, or Was the wind just really that bad, guys? So if you use a fly rod, comment down below. Maybe some tips I could have used in that case. That way I can keep them in the back of my head for next time. But as always, until next time, keep on fishing.